Good morning and happy Friday, and it's the last day of term before we have a well-earned week off. Are you ready for a week off? I certainly am. Okay, so today in our math lesson we are learning to identify tens and ones, and our success criteria: count to 50, recognize numbers to 50, count in tens, count how many tens and how many ones in a pictorial representation, represent a number in tens and ones, and check your answers. So we've got another one of these find the number activities to begin with today. So after each question, you can pause and try and find the number, and then we'll come back and see where that number is and then move on to the next question. All right, so number one, find the number. What number is this? 20. Can you pause and find the number 20? Okay, hopefully you remembered that we will find all the numbers when we count in tens down the right-hand side of the 100 square. So 20 is one of those numbers that we say when we count in tens. And then number two, find the number. What number is this? 40. 40, exactly. So where are we going to look? Pause if you need to. Okay, so again, we say 40 when we count in tens. So we're looking down that last column again, and here it is, 40. Number three, find the number. What number is this? 16. Pause and find the number 16. Okay, so 16 is one of our teen numbers. So we're looking for the row with the teen numbers on. Here it is. 16. And then finally, find the number. What number is this? 26. So pause to find the number 26. Okay, so we're looking for the row with 20s, the 20s on. And here is that row with the 20s, or 2 10s. And there is 26. I wonder if anyone found it another way by looking down the columns, because we just found 16, didn't we? So you might have thought, 16 will be on the same column as 26 because, why? Because they both have 6 ones. You know, if you look down a column, then the ones are the same. Okay, what's Stevie saying today? She is saying 1 less than 43 is 44. 1 less than 43 is 44. Is that true or false? And think about why as well. Can you explain why you think it's true or false? So pause to have a go. Okay, it is false. Oops. That is false, I'm afraid, Stevie. 41 less than 4. Oh, what's going on here? 1 less than 43 is not 44. And if we explain why, we can find the number 43. Here it is in that last row, the row with all the 40s on. And if we're finding 1 less than a number, do we look at the next number or do we look at the number that comes before it? We look at the number that comes before it. So 1 less than 43 is actually 42. So what did Stevie do then? What did Stevie get wrong? She found 1 more than 43. She found 1 more than 43 is 44. So she could have said 1 more than 43 is 44, but if she's saying 1 less than 43, then the answer is, oh, I just put 2 here, 42. 1 less than 43 is 42. Well done if you found the same. Right, so our vocabulary, let's refresh our memories. Counting on, we've had lots of practice with that. It means starting from a number, can be any number, and then counting up from there. And then represent means to show something. Okay, so we've got some pictorial representations to have a look at today. So we've got some trees, and on each tree is a number of birds, and it actually tells us here one tree has 10 birds. So each tree has got 10 birds on it. We can count them and check. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Yeah, one tree has 10 birds. And if we look across, it looks the same, doesn't it? The birds are in the same place, so there must be 10 as well. And this tree, yeah, all the birds are in the same places. So all 3 of those trees have 10 birds. Okay, there are some extra birds as well, though, aren't there? How can we work out how many birds there are? Now, you might have said counting in tens, and you'd be absolutely right. And then we would need to count on in ones. So well done if you said that as well. But today, we're also going to be representing that. So there are blank full trees. How many full trees are there? There are 3 full trees, aren't there? 3 full trees, which we know means that there are 3 tens. So in my little table up here, I'm going to write 3 to represent the 3 tens in the tens column. Okay, so there are 3 full trees, which we know is 3 tens because there are 10 birds on each tree. And blank more birds. How many more birds are there? 1, 2, 3, 4 more birds. So here I'm going to write 4 more birds. And that means in the ones column, I'm going to put the number 4. So there are 3 tens and 4 ones. Now, can you remember when we look at 2-digit numbers, the first number is how many tens there are, and the second number is how many ones there are. So we can straight away see that there must be 34, because there are 3 tens and 4 ones. But remember, if you're not sure, we can always count and check. So let's count in tens. 10, 20, 30, and then let's count on from 30. 31, 32, 33, 34. Yes, 34. There are 34 birds. Okay, this time we have some straws. So how many straws are there? Now, how many straws are in a bundle? Well done if you said 10. One bundle has 10 straws. So let's think about what we have just done with those birds. Now we know that there are 10 straws in each bundle, but how many bundles of 10 are there? Can you pause and have a count? That's right, there are 1, 2, 3, 4 bundles of 10. So down here, I'm going to fill in 4. There are 4 bundles of 10, which is the same as 4 tens. And how many more straws are there? Can you pause and count them? There are 1, 2, 3 more straws. So there are 4 tens and 3 ones. So how many straws are there altogether then? Let's look at our tens and ones columns. 4 tens and 3 ones. What do we think? Pause if you need to. 43. There are 43 straws. And let's check that we are right by counting in tens and then counting on. So can you count in tens with me? 10, 20, 30, 40, 41, 42, 43. Good. And remember as well, if you're struggling to know how to count on, if you're thinking, oh, I don't know what comes next when I count on ones, use that 100 square that's saved in the maths folder. Okay, you can print it out or you can have it next to you while we're counting along, just so that you can find those numbers to help you. Okay, so we know that 10 ones is equal to 110. So looking at the Deans, how many are there? So now I'd like you to pause this screen and see if you can work out how many 10s and how many ones and how many altogether. Okay, let's see if you were right. So there are 1, 2, 3 10s. So I'm going to fill in here. There are 3 10s. Oh, and look, did you notice it's already filled in how many ones there are? 6 ones. So in my grid over here, I'm going to write 3 10s and 6 ones, which is 36. So there are 36 in Deans. Okay, let's count them and check. So we need to first count in 10s. So we've got 10, 20, 30, and then let's count on in ones. 31, 32, 33, 34, 35, 36. Okay, now it's time to have a go at building these numbers. So we know, again, 10 ones is equal to 110. And Stevie's saying, I can build big numbers using these Deans. And Hector says, how about, what number is this? Remember, if you're not sure, use your 100 square to find it. Count along to work out what it is. It's 35. So let's look at the number 35. Remember, the first digit tells us how many 10s there are, and the second digit tells us how many ones there are. So the first digit is 3, exactly. So there are 3 10s. Put it over here as well. Oh, actually, let's build it. So let's build our 3 10s this time. Oops. Still getting used to this technology. So here are my Deans. So I need to get 1, 2, 3 10s. And what is 3 10s? 3 10s is 10, 20, 30. So that's my first part of the number, 30. And then how many ones? 5 ones. So 35 is equal to 3 10s and 5 ones. Let's carry on building it. So we need those ones now. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So if you're representing this at home, I know you don't have Deans at home, but you can have a go at joining in by drawing the Deans. So remember how we practiced doing it in school. The 10s we just draw as straight lines, and then the ones we just draw as little squares, don't we? Okay, so here is 35. Now we're doing the exact same thing, but this time instead of representing it like this, we're going to represent it in a part-whole model. Okay, so let's do, we'll do the first one together, or I'll do the first one. Then we'll do the next one together, and the last two you can have a try at doing with the screen paused. So what number is this? 42. So I know in 42 by looking at the number that there are 4 10s because the first digit is 4. So I'm going to write 4 in here. And let's get rid of this. 4 10s. And I'm going to represent that in my part-whole model as well. So my whole number is 42. And 42 is made up of 4 10s. So I'm going to put 4 10s in one part of my part-whole model. 4 10s, which is 10, 20, 30, 40. 4 tens is equal to 40. And then how many ones? That second digit. 2 ones. So let's build the last part. 1, 2 ones. There we go. So the whole number is 42. That is equal to 4 tens and 2 ones. Okay, next number. Let's do this one together. Can you tell me what this number is? Remember, if it's a 2-digit number and the first digit is a 2, that is the 20s. Okay, so 27. 27. Let's move these out. So this time, can you have a go at drawing a part whole model just on a piece of paper? And the whole number is 27, so we can write the number 27. And then if you pause the screen now, can you have a go at drawing the deans to represent 27 with the tens in one part and the ones in the other part? So pause here to have a try. Okay, so in 27, I can see it's a 2-digit number and the first digit is 2. That means there's 2 tens. 1, 2 tens. Because 2 tens is equal to 20. Yeah, 10, 20. And then my other part is going to be the 7 ones. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Okay, so I have represented 27 by breaking it into 20 and 7, or 2 tens and 7 ones. Did you manage to get that? Amazing. So let's write it here as well. 27 is equal to 2 tens and 7 ones. Right, the next two, let's have a go at on your own. So if we start with this one first, we have actually been given the number of tens and the number of ones, but we don't know what that is equal to. So can you represent in your part whole model 3 tens and 0 ones, and then work out what that number is? So pause here to have a try. Okay, just moving the last few of these. So this time we know the 2 parts, 3 tens. And 3 tens is equal to what? 10, 20, 30. Okay, so 30, and then, 0 ones. So we don't want anything in this circle, in this part. So that must mean that it's 30. 3 tens is equal to 30, or 30 is equal to 3 tens and 0 ones. Did you get that one? Amazing if you did. Okay, and the last one. So look at this sentence here and see if you can work out which numbers or which parts we know. So we've got 9 equals blank tens and blank ones. Ooh. Okay, can you have a try at that one? So pause here and have a go, and then press play. So this time we've only got a 1-digit number. So are there any tens in a 1-digit number? No, there are not. So what number represents no tens? That's right, 0 tens. And how many ones? 9 ones. So the whole number is 9. And in 9, there are 0 tens and 9 ones, which will look like this. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. 0 tens and 9 ones is equal to 9. Did you manage to get that one as well? Brilliant. Okay, so now it's your turn to complete some activities that are similar to what we've just been doing. So head on over to Teams to complete your assignments. Okay, enjoy the rest of your day. Bye.